Good morning, guys. So happy Friday. So it is a check-in day. I'm actually leaving for work really early. I was going to film part of it in the house, but then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the long way to work, and then I have time to talk to you. And the long way is actually the way, like, you go through town. Well, first you take like the old highway, you know, before the freeway was put in, and then go through town. And actually, starting in December over Christmas break, our offices are actually moving to downtown, and so I won't have to take the freeway to work anymore after, like, starting in January. So excited. That's as long as everything is on schedule, but we all know what happens with you know, major construction. So we're actually moving into the library. I think I told you guys this. We haven't had a library for over a year now. Budget cuts and stuff, the county closed them all down. Well, in the little towns around us in the county, they have kind of reopened their libraries, and it's like volunteers and just local, you know, the local cities themselves are doing them. So the main city where I live and work, well, I live outside the city, but anyways, in the main city where I live and work, they, the city wanted to do kind of a similar thing, but it's, you know, pretty expensive to have a library. So our superintendent and the city got together, and now they have a deal. And anyway, so our offices are going to be, well, part of our offices are moving to the library. The other part of the offices are staying in our main building, like the early learning stuff. It's all going to stay there, and then all administration, which I work for human resources, so all of that is moving to the library. So, and then other departments and stuff, but mostly administration and just about, you know, support staff for administration and that kind of thing. So we'll all be at the library, which I love the idea of, because you guys, I used to work downtown when I worked for the county, and it was so nice at like lunchtime, because downtown, and they've actually made it really beautiful down there. They got some kind of beautification grant, and they made it, you know, they've redid it and everything. I know there's a few of you who watch me that live here in the same town I live in, and you guys know downtown they've done a lot of work down there. Although I hate driving down there. It is because they've made like some really pretty like things in the roads. So some of the roads are only one lane now, and it causes a lot of congestion. But I'll be walking, so we'll have, you know, I can park in our lot that we're going to have access to, and then at lunchtime I can walk around. That's what I did when I worked down there at the county. I would just walk up and down in downtown area, and it was so nice. So many choices to go, you know, to lunch. If, you know, some of us want to go to lunch, there's so many choices down there. And just overall, it's going to be so nice, because right now in the neighborhood that we're in right now is not the best neighborhood. Even though there's a school like right across, it's just not the best neighborhood. And when we go walking and stuff, there's like dogs that we always have to be afraid that they're not going to come at us. And yeah, just not, it's kind of shady in the neighborhood that I work in right now. So it'll be nice to have a good, it'll be kind of peaceful, just be really nice. So I'm sorry I keep flipping that up and down, but the sun keeps getting in my eyes, and then it bugs me. I don't know, I should just leave it down. But anyway, 3 minutes of babbling. I know there's some of you, I know most of you, majority of you love to hear, you know, just everyday things, and, you know, especially about like my work and what I do and all that. So anyway, I'm going to be going the long way to work today, because I have the time. I could not sleep today. Last night, for some reason, I woke up super early. I did kind of my chores already. I vacuumed and mopped the floors, and I thought, okay, well, I don't have to do that this weekend. I did forget to put a little laundry in, though. Just actually literally just popped into my head. Oh well. But I'm really excited today, because today I'm wrapping up my week on plant-based eating that I was collabing with Em over Em Em Wilson Fitfam. So as usual, she'll be linked down below. So be sure to check her out, and she's doing fantastic on plant-based eating. She's been doing it longer, and actually I feel like I did really well. I did not slip up at all this week. I mean, I did not cheat, I almost did, but it was a complete accident. It was just out of stress. I had a very, very stressful day, and I did vlog. Let's see, Monday a video went up, but I did vlog Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. But you guys, I lost the footage from Tuesday. No idea what happened to it. I know I exported it to my computer. It's gone, nowhere to be found. I can't find it in the cloud. So it's gone. And then Wednesday and Thursday was just kind of a mishmash. So I thought, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because I want to show you what I ate, so I am going to show you that in this video. So maybe I'll just show you what I ate on, since I lost Tuesdays, I can't show you what I ate on Tuesday. Tuesday I had a vegan Buddha bowl, so I can't show you Wednesday and Thursday, obviously, but, I can't show you Tuesday, but I can show you Wednesday and Thursday. So I will show you what I had for lunch and snacks Wednesday and Thursday. I'll show you that right here. Good morning, guys. So it is a Wednesday and I'm getting my lunch and snacks together to take to work. Sorry, yesterday I did not have any, actually I think I only showed you my food and that was it. But I will jump on camera today once I get on my way to work. So first off, for my quote breakfast, what I'm starting off with, I have my water, I have my Teamy Skinny Tea. I do have a 25% off discount code now, so I will give that to you here on the screen. And I have my lunch. So I wanted to do on my lunch, my gosh, I can't speak, you guys. On my meal plan, I had a veggie sandwich, but for some reason I woke up just really wanting like avocado toast today. I'm not hungry right now, but I mean, it just sounded really good. So I toasted up 2 slices of this bread. So let me show you. It is the Dave's Killer Thin Slice Power Seed bread. So this is supposed to be plant-based, so good. And it is 1 slice is 2 smart points, 2 slices is 3 smart points, so not bad at all. So I toasted some of that up, and I love all the Dave's Killer bread, by the way. So I toasted some of that up, and here I have 4 points worth of avocado. I figured since this is, you know, my main part of my day, I could go with 4 points. So 4 points worth of avocado that I smashed up, added in some lemon juice to hopefully keep it from getting brown. I have some onion salt, red pepper flakes, and everything but the bagel seasoning. And here I have tomatoes and some sprouts, and then in here I have 1 point worth of hemp hearts. So I will take a picture of this after I get it all put together at lunchtime. Then for snacks, I have carrots and cucumbers. I did not bring any hummus just because I haven't been eating it, so I thought, what's the point of bringing it? And then I have some grapes. So those will be my lunch and snack today. Hi guys, so it is Thursday, and this will be the last day in this video because I want to get it edited and uploaded by tomorrow. So here is my lunch, it's leftovers from dinner last night. This is a veggie stir fry. I have not put these into the tracker yet, so I will have it up on the screen how many points it is. But anyway, here it is. Yum. I can tell you that in the bottom here, I have 2/3 of a cup of brown rice mixed in with 1/3 of a cup of rice cauliflower, and then just the stir fry. I just don't know how many points the sauce is. The only thing that's in the sauce that would have points would be the cornstarch, so I will find out how much that is. And then for snacks, I have an apple, I have some carrots, the last of the grapes, and then I'm going to bring one of these rice cakes, and then have a tablespoon of almond butter for the top of that. So those will be my snacks, and that is my lunch, and I will talk to you all in the car. Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here. I'm at Grocery Outlet. I'm on lunch, and I want to show you a few little things that I got. And yes, some of them are like processed treats, but I love Grocery Outlet because it has like the best, I'm gonna turn my air conditioner off, but it's not too loud. I think they have like some of the best prices on organic meals or like organic foods. Anyway, I found this plant-based protein bar. It's only 50 cents. That's the reason why I got it. It's probably really loud, so I'll turn it down a little bit. It's 85 out here right now. And it's 12:45. Oh, I gotta get back to work. Anyway, so this is Aloha Vanilla Almond Crunch plant-based protein. So that is what it is. I don't know how many points it is because I forgot to scan it before I got on here. I would say based on the nutrition facts, I would say it's probably like an 8-point bar, which the bar I had today, I did have a bar today. I was not really impressed with it. And it was one of those macro bars, and those were the expensive ones, and it was like 9 points. Not impressed with it, but I wanted to try it, so. But these other things, let's see, only one other thing is processed. Oh, I guess 2 things. These are probably technically processed. So I found this. This is from Square Organics, which I think I have heard of Square Organics. I think they have a protein bar, which I can't find around here. But this is lightly sweet protein popcorn. And again, this whole bag is 1 serving, which it's a 1.8 ounce bag, but it's a pretty big bag. Anyway, so it's 260 calories. So it's, if you ate this whole bag, but there's 10 grams of protein. So I have no idea how many points this would be, but I'm not going to eat it today. I don't think anyway. I just wanted to get it, because it was like $1.50. So here's the ingredients: organic popcorn, organic coconut oil, organic whole grain brown rice, protein, organic, well, that's what it is, whole grain brown rice protein, organic coconut sugar, sea salt, and it is vegan. So anyway, popcorn. And then the last thing that's kind of processed is my these are the reduced sugar craisins. I like these on salads. This was only 99 cents, so I had to pick it up. I think I have 1 bag that's not even open at home, but you can have like a tablespoon of these for 1 point, so it's not bad. Now, these things, this is going to be one of those bad Weight Watcher things. So there are some things that make me not a very good Weight Watcher. One of them is that I don't count for blended fruit. The other thing is that I don't count for dried fruit. But here's the thing, I understand that, and none of these, I got all of these dried fruits, none of them have any added sugar, which I think is amazing because it's really hard to find dried fruit without added sugar. So this one right here is organic, sun-dried organic Turkish apricots. So that's all the ingredients is sun-dried organic apricots. It's raw, vegan, gluten-free, cholesterol-free, good source of fiber, no sugar added. So yes, if we were to scan this, it would be points. But I feel like if I only have these once in a while, I'm not going to eat the whole bag. There's 3.5 servings. I would probably just eat 1 or 2 at a time. I just feel like, you know, it has a lot of fiber and they're good for you. There's no sugar. I just would not overdo it. So anyway, I got this one. These were all only $1.99 a bag. And these are normally, I would think, pretty expensive. At least anywhere that sells like organic foods in my town is really expensive. And this is from, looks like the same brand. Okay, the brand is Wild and Raw. This is sun-dried organic power berries. It has mulberries and goji berries. And here's something interesting. Oh, and the ingredients on this is only organic sun-dried mulberries and organic sun-dried goji berries. What is interesting is that my very first house, the second house I lived in after I moved out of my parents' house, had a mulberry tree in the backyard, and I had no idea that mulberries were such a good food for you. I had no idea. But anyway, so I'm going to try those out. And then the last thing, which, sorry, it looks really weird. Hopefully, I think it's because it's so hot out, the camera looks really weird. These are persimmons. I think that's how you say it. I've never had one before. So the same thing, this only has dried persimmon slices. This one's not organic, but it is all natural, dried and sliced, just 1 ingredient. This is from Earth and Soul, which is interesting. I think this Wild and Raw and Earth and Soul are the same brand. They have the same little thing, but maybe the Earth and Soul is not the organic line. I don't know. But it is vegan, no added sugar, gluten-free, no colors, additives. These are really low. This is only 2 grams of fat, 2 grams of fiber, 93 calories. Not as much fiber as the other ones. So just those fruits must have naturally more fiber than the apricots have the most fiber. But anyway, so there's my little grocery outlet haul. Okay, so I had really good meals. I felt really good about my snacks. That's the only thing with plant-based. I feel like I had more choices for snacks. Although when I thought about the rice cake and the almond butter, I actually got a little excited because I didn't even think about that as a plant-based snack. I really didn't. So that's one thing I want to look into because my plan is, well, first, okay, let's just wrap it up first. Wrap up what I thought about it. So here's my thoughts. I really didn't have any kind of side effects, which I didn't expect to after the first week. Now, I did have a couple things going on, but I realized that was totally unrelated from the plant-based. It's just my general body issues that I have with some things, but I'm taking care of that. But and I did almost felt a UTI coming on, but that happens to me a lot, so I can't really blame that, I don't think, either on that. Besides that, I was kind of low energy a couple days, So that was probably the only thing, because I feel like since I started intermittent fasting, my energy has been through the roof. So I did have like Tuesday and Wednesday pretty low energy, and I got quite a bit of sleep, so I don't know what that was about. So that could be maybe one thing, because I really feel like I probably did not get the protein in this week. So so my general thoughts is like, it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. And there was like a point a year and a half ago when quite a few of my favorite peeps on here did a whole like week of vegan eating, or was it a week or 2 weeks, something like that. And I was going to join them, but I really didn't think I could do it. So I didn't even try. And now I'm thinking, you know what? It's so much easier than I thought it would be. So much easier. I did not miss the cheese at all. Like, I am not at all. I am not missing cheese at not one little bit. I am terribly missing eggs though, because I love eggs. I mean, so even though I'm not eating breakfast right now with intermittent fasting, I still eat eggs sometimes. I was eating eggs Saturday and Sunday. That was the way I broke my fast. I would just have it, kind of for lunch. And then there's always one day during the week I have breakfast for dinner, and I would have eggs. And plus hard-boiled eggs was kind of my snack of choice, especially for the protein. And so it was a little bit, the eggs are the only thing I was missing, but it wasn't really like I was craving them like crazy. Not even a little bit. It was just kind of like, oh, I kind of wish I had an egg, that kind of thing. I mean, there wasn't any like, terribleness. Now, Tuesday night, I was not feeling well. I mean, just a lot of stomach issues. And so I did not, what I had then, I did not have what I had planned on my meal plan, but what I ended up eating, because I thought, oh, this will be the night that I'm going to cheat because I'm not feeling well. Sometimes when I'm not feeling well, I don't even worry about what I'm eating. I just, take the hit on my points, whatever I feel like, is going to make my stomach feel okay. But I ended up having avocado toast. So I had like 3 slices of the Dave's Killer bread. Because they're so small, I thought, if I want to make sure I'm satiated enough to last through my whole 16 hours of fasting, I better eat 3. So I did have 3 with a whole avocado, which the avocados I have right now are really teeny tiny. Like the whole avocado was 96 grams, which I believe ended up being 4 Smart Points. But that was Tuesday. I do not remember that far back. So anyway, I had that night and put some hemp seeds or hemp hearts or whatever on there. So it did not end up being a very high point night at all, but it also still ended up being plant-based, and I felt really good through the whole night. I had no problem getting through my entire 16-hour fast to the next day. So the avocado really is like kind of a lifesaver when it comes to intermittent fasting. So if you decide to do that at all, I highly recommend you find some kind of healthy fat. And I usually use eggs and avocado as my healthy fats to keep me going and keep me full. So I relied heavily on avocado this week, which I just fit into my points. Okay, speaking of points, plant-based, you can eat very low points, which makes you think you're not getting enough calories. But here's the thing, even though vegetables and fruits and stuff are low in calories, I was eating avocado, which is high in calories and high in fat. But because the rest of my meals were 0 points, the avocado was the only thing I was, counting for. So like the cauliflower, spaghetti squash thing. If you don't like spaghetti squash and you're doing plant-based, you could easily get some plant-based pasta and take the hit for the points, because the sauce is 0 points and vegetables are 0 points. So there you go. You have something that is plant-based and completely low points, because you'd only be charging 5 or 6 points for the pasta. And you can have a good amount of pasta because that Alfredo sauce is so good and is 0 points. So that was one thing. The vegetable and rice stir fry. Another thing, that stir fry sauce, it only ended up being 1 point for a really good amount. And I only counted for the rice, which I always bulk my rice up with cauliflower rice, so you feel like you're getting more. And so I did that, and so I, had a lot of, it just felt really good. So I had, really low points. I think every day I ended my day with like 13 points. There was one night that I did, so I didn't get, I don't think 13 gives me a blue dot. I don't know. I don't watch the blue dots. I was there for a while, but I haven't been. There was a night that I felt, oh, was that Tuesday night? No, I think it was Wednesday night. I ended up having an apple and some almond butter because I only had like 12 points. And I thought, you know what? I don't know, it just made me nervous seeing 12 points, and it made me nervous that I was not going to have enough calories and I wasn't going to be full enough to get through my fast. And so I wasn't really hungry, which I don't like to do that. I really like to only eat when I'm hungry. So that was the only thing I really don't like to do that. But I went ahead and just had an apple with almond butter. It was really good. I love apple and almond butter, but yeah, so that was maybe the only thing. I just, like I said, I don't really like to do that. But other than that, I mean, everything just felt really good. I felt really positive about it. I absolutely love that vegan cookbook. It's called The Simply Vegan, and I actually even messaged the author on Instagram, and he was so sweet. I didn't even think, I did not message him to think that he would write me back. I'm just pulling into the parking lot over here because if I go to my work and I finish talking to you guys, then people are going to pull up, and I always get, I don't know, a lot of people in my work know I have a YouTube channel, but it's still, it still makes me comfortable. I can't even do vlogging in front of my family. So it's just, kind of uncomfortable. Okay, let's go somewhere where the sun's not going to be right in my eyes. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I messaged the author on Instagram, and he answered me back. It was so nice, and he was just like, thank you. I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically was thank you and congratulations on, this journey and da-da-da-da. And then he commented on a couple of my photos, my food and stuff. So very nice guy, very nice. But the cookbook is so simple. I love how it will tell you, basically yes, it's best to make things, like your rice and your lentils and your beans from scratch. But guess what? You could still use a can and still be eating, healthy and plant-based and all that. And it gives you tips and stuff. Every section has a little section in the beginning that you want to read. So, I am not getting anything at all from plugging this book. Like I said, I bought the book on Amazon. I just highly recommend it. Even for those of you who are not vegan, like myself, I'm not vegan, but I just recommend it because I think that we all can get something out of this type of diet. So that goes into my next thing. But let me first give you my weigh-in because we're 12 minutes in and I'm not giving you my weigh-in. So you guys know my summer goals. I talked about this last week because last week was kind of like a wrap up of July, and I told you guys I had 1 month left. So September 1st was when I gave myself my weight goal, which I hate giving weight goals. And I almost hate revealing this right now because I feel like it's going to jinx it because I want to make sure I maintain this weight until September 1. So I hit 189.8 this week, you guys. I hit my goal already. Not my goal, like my weight goal, but my summer goal. I hit it. I am so excited. I never thought I would hit it like the first weigh-in in August. Never. So on plant-based, but you guys know I'm weighing every day, but although there was a couple days this week I forgot to weigh. It's kind of now, it's like, I don't know. I just completely forgot. But I did weigh the first day I started plant-based, and then I weighed Wednesday, I think, and that was it. I did not weigh every day this week. But I've been trying to track it because you guys know I'm trying to collect good data. But I lost 3.6 doing plant-based. Now, some people might say, oh, well then maybe that's what you need to do. But I don't want to deprive myself of things that I want, because then what's going to happen is I am going to start resenting it. And if well, here's the thing. I really think a lot of people could benefit from plant-based eating. Definitely. I think we all can. Because what it does is it makes you mindful of the fruits and vegetables and whole foods that you are putting into your body. Because it's really easy for us to get out of that mindset of, everybody thinks, okay, how in the heck do you eat 7 cups of fruits and vegetables a day? That's supposed to be like the daily recommended. Isn't that what it is? 7 cups, something like that. How do you do that? Well, you know what? It is easy to do because a portion size is not what you think it is. I think it's like 7 servings of fruits and vegetables. I think a lot of people think it's like, that's so much. No, an apple is 1 serving. A banana is 1 serving. A cup of grapes is 1 serving. There's, 3 ounces of carrots is 1 serving. It's easy to do, but it's even easier to do if you do plant-based eating. However, like I said, I don't want to start resenting it because I do want to incorporate it into my life. I'm not, and here's another thing, I am not quitting Weight Watchers. I got a lot of comments on my couple of my videos this week where people are like, well, why are you doing this? I thought Weight Watchers was working for you. Weight Watchers is working for me. And if you guys notice, I am still doing Weight Watchers and I'm not going vegan. I'm not going plant-based. Am I going to incorporate it more into my life? Most definitely. And I have Em to thank to, asking me to do this. I mean, I never would have done it otherwise. And so I'm very grateful that we did this together, in that now I have something new. It's like I've opened up like a new part of my meal planning, a new part of my eating. And I think I do want to get a couple more cookbooks, at least one more cookbook, maybe vegetarian, because I think what I'm going to do is eat mostly plant-based throughout the week. I may have a couple days, I'm going to say like 3 to 4 days a week, completely vegetarian, but I am going to add eggs back into my life. I also miss my half and half for my coffee. Now the Ripple half and half is good, but it still is like missing that creaminess. Well, no, it's pretty creamy. I don't know. There's just something about it that's not my half and half. So I don't know. We'll see if I go back to the half and half, but I don't miss yogurt at all. Don't miss cottage cheese at all. I mean, not at this point. So what I'm going to do from this time forward, I'm just going to take what I learned. I'm going to incorporate it quite a bit into my life. I actually think next week, I think it's all going to be meatless meals next week again. But you will be seeing eggs, and you may see some dairy. I don't know. It just depends on what meals I find. But I am going to find a vegetarian cookbook. I had a couple of you give me some ideas in the comments. So I'm going to go look for some, maybe at least one more. Try to get it ordered today. Maybe I can get it by Sunday or Monday. So I probably won't be able to use it for this next week. I should have ordered it sooner. I've been kind of looking at them throughout the week, but just haven't had time at work or at home really to do it. So anyway, so it was a very positive week. I feel very good about my summer goals, feel really good in general, just about my eating and my health. I feel like this is going to only improve my health and only get me to my goals that much faster. And my goals are not only weight loss goals. If you guys have been watching me since the beginning, you guys know every year I get a full panel of blood tests done. And that is to watch my cholesterol, my mineral and vitamin deficiencies, and that kind of thing. And if you guys have been watching me, you know that this is, this year I had fantastic results. So it just shows you, regardless of your weight on the outside and how much you weigh, yes, I know there's a lot of fat on me I need to get rid of because that's not healthy for you. I have a lot of heart disease in my family, and that's why I'm doing this, though, because I know I need to get my numbers down, and they were fantastic this year. And that's my goal. My ultimate goal is every year in February when I get these tests done is to have these good results and to show nothing but improvement from them. And in the process, I want to lose weight. But my ultimate goal is that, and I feel like this is only going to get me there sooner by instituting more meatless meals. But again, if I feel like having some meat, I'm going to have some meat. I'm not going to restrict myself, because again, that's when I start getting, I'm not healthy enough, I don't think, in the brain with food and with myself and my body to be able to, I don't know how to explain it, but I think you guys probably know what I mean. It's just right now, I feel like I just need to listen to what my body wants. So again, like even with intermittent fasting, so far I love it. Absolutely love it. I am not missing out by not having breakfast. I'm not hungry. I'm not depriving myself. But like yesterday, I did break my fast 30 minutes early because I was hungry. But the thing with intermittent fasting is really makes you more in tune with those hunger signals. It's like, when something's now when you're hungry. It's like those, I know those signals now. And another thing is my obsession with eating and food is completely gone. Now, it was there the first week. I was like, okay, when can I eat? But I realized it was more about putting food in my mouth and more about the boredom of eating than it was about being, me needing food. So I know those signals now. And it's like, now I don't even think about food. It's like I have an app on my phone and it beeps and tells me when it's time to eat. Or my stomach growls, like yesterday, and I was just like, am I hungry? How much water have I drank? And I realized I drank quite a bit of water, so I knew I wasn't thirsty. I wasn't bored. I was crazy busy. Didn't even think about it. So I ate. No big deal. But most of the time, my phone's telling me when it's time to eat, because my obsession with food seems to be completely gone. And I think I have intermittent fasting to thank for that, for sure. So not that it maybe is completely gone, but right now I have a good handle on it, I should say, because I feel like there's a lot of work to be done up here when it comes to weight loss and body image and how I feel about myself and my relationship with food. I think there's a lot still up there to work on, but I feel like I'm really moving in the right direction with this intermittent fasting, adding this plant-based into my lifestyle. And I hope this doesn't offend anybody who eats plant-based. I know I have a few followers who are completely plant-based, 100%, no dairy, no seafood, no nothing. I mean, just completely. And I have nothing but respect for you now after this week, because it was easy, but it's tough. It's like this, it's easy in the way that you have so much food to choose from. It's tough in the way where you have to say, oh wait, I can't put that in there, or you have to look at labels and that kind of thing. But other than that, it's pretty easy. But I don't know. For me, I feel like there's a day that I'm just going to come, I'm going to want some chicken, and I have some in my freezer, and I'll probably have some in the next couple weeks. Or when I go out to eat, I may want something like that. But for the most part, I can see myself really planning my life around, eating more vegetarian. And I'm going to say vegetarian because, like I said, I do want to eat eggs again. And possibly half and half for my coffee. So anyway, there it is. There's my update. Again, thank you, Em, for giving me so much inspiration and really spurning this new love for vegetables and plant-based eating. And it's just been really just a great experience. And again, 3.6 pounds loss, met my summer goal. And now I'm just even more excited for September 1st to come, because I feel like this is just going to pump me up for the month. I feel like it's like August, I'm just going to kick its butt. And maybe I can lose another 3 or 4 pounds by September 1st and be at like my ultimate low. I hit 186 back in September or October of last year. I'd have to look at my tracker. And I have not been that low since. And that was 1 week. Actually, I remember when it was. It was like the week before Thanksgiving. And it has gone, I was going to say downhill, but actually it's gone up from there. So 186, if I can get below 186, then I would hit my ultimate low for now. And like I said, I don't know. But this 189.8, it really has just, I don't know. It was when I saw it on the scale, I got on the scale 4 times. I don't know. I just was really excited about it. So anyway, that is it. I'm sorry this video is so long. I just wanted to catch you guys up on everything. It is 7:19, so I guess I can head to work now. But I've been sitting in the Safeway parking lot doing this video. So anyway, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Should be a grocery haul tomorrow. I don't see why there wouldn't be. And should be meal prep on Sunday, depending on what I come up with a menu. I have no menu meal plan at all. None. I don't know. I just haven't been doing them. But anyway, so I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.
There's a light inside your eyes. You make me feel like I'm awake. I don't know why you make me shine like a star in the sky.